Hello and welcome to Simple IELTS Solutions. In this video, I'm going to look at an IELTS Speaking Part 2 question and I'm going to give you a model answer. So this question is asking about a noun. And talking about a noun can be quite difficult because many of my students, they don't manage to talk for the whole 2 minutes about the noun because they run out of things to say. In this video, I'm going to show you how I would plan the answer, and I'm going to give you my model answer as well. First of all, I've got a question for you. What's another word for a party? Can you let me know in the comments below? Without further ado, let's get this party started. IELTS Speaking Part 2, a special cake you received. So this is the question. Describe a special cake you received from others. You should say when it happened, who you got the cake from, and explain why it's a special cake and how you felt about it. So why don't you follow along with me and see how you would plan this answer. So how would I answer this question? This question's about an object, it's about a noun. A cake is a noun. So I would start by asking myself some questions. But while I do that, I want to turn this into a story. Because you can't really talk about a noun for 2 minutes. It'll be very difficult. But you can talk about a story for 2 minutes. I'm going to ask myself some question words when I'm planning. These are words usually starting with W. Can you think of any? When? So when was it? It was my 30th birthday, actually. I think it was my 31st. Where? It's my house in Cornwall. Who? My mother and her friend. What it looked like. So what the cake looked like. Absolutely huge. Decorated with a sailboat. What it tasted like. Mouth-wateringly delicious, sublime, out of this world, amazing. These are adjectives and adverbs that maybe I won't remember. So these are the things I want to write down in my 1 minute planning time. And don't forget, how did you feel about it? Made up, blown away, thankful. So with all of these questions answered and some vocabulary written down, I think I can make a good answer. Why don't you pause the video now and plan the answer yourself? Try using these question words. Remember, the bullet points are there for a guide. You don't have to answer them, but it's a good idea to answer them because they're going to make your answer better and more interesting. But here I've added more bullet points. Let's have a look and see what my answer is. I've decided to talk about the most fantastic cake that I've ever got on my birthday. I think it was my 31st birthday and I arrived home from a holiday in Spain. My mother and her friend, who had been staying in my house in Cornwall, had bought me the most amazing cake as a birthday present. It was absolutely huge and decorated with white icing with a picture depicting a large sailboat. To be honest, the decoration was rather rustic, but when I tried it, I was blown away by the taste. It was sublime. It was not your ordinary cake. This was a Guinness and chocolate cake with champagne butter icing, with a taste that was out of this world. I literally have never tasted a better cake in my entire life. It was unbelievably, mouth-wateringly delicious. This wasn't just my opinion. Many of my friends and relatives gave a similar verdict. This wasn't a small cake either, so I gave a lot of it away, and everyone told me that it was thoroughly delicious. It certainly was the best cake that I have ever received, and I'm not even a big fan of cake normally. I felt very thankful for such a wonderful and thoughtful gift. Let's look at the vocabulary I used there. So, grammar, had been staying. This is the past perfect continuous. Remember, we've got to show lots of different types of grammar to the examiner, and the past perfect continuous can be quite difficult to use. So if you can get it in there correctly, then try to use it. Vocabulary-wise, absolutely huge. It's a collocation. That means very big. But see, there I've used an adjective and an adverb. So you can use the two together to make some great collocations, which are definitely going to impress the examiner. Depicting is a verb. That means showing or representing. Sublime, it's an adjective. And that's excellent. I was blown away, it's an idiom. Vert happy, not vert happy. Very happy or impressed. So, instead of saying very happy, you could say blown away next time. Guinness. Guinness is a noun. This is a dark beer from Ireland. To be honest with you, it's not one of my favourites. I'm not keen on Guinness, but maybe you like it. Out of this world is an idiom, and that's extremely impressive. Mouth-wateringly delicious. It's a phrase, and that means extremely tasty. And then, not a big fan of is an idiom. We want to show the idiomatic language to the examiner so they can give us band 7 or more, and that's don't like it very much. So that was my way to plan my part 2 answer and my part 2 answer with the vocabulary explained. I hope you found it useful. I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and share it with anyone else that you think it would help. If you want to see more IELTS Speaking Part 2 answers, check out this video here. And for other help with your IELTS, then please check out this video here. Great to see you. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.